First set of the first round to Italian player Lorenzo Musetti. Deminour came back to win in 4 sets and has not dropped a set thereafter. He faced Majorczak from Poland in the second round and Anujar from Spain in the third. Aex Deminour is likely to have the crowd behind him as he faces Sinner on the fourth round, and it should be his biggest challenge of the year. Hi tennis fans, welcome to the channel. Please don't forget to subscribe for more videos. Sinner has had a road to the fourth round just as smooth as his upcoming rival, Deminour, similarly losing only 1 set in the first 3 rounds. Sinner had to bring Taro Daniel's best performance of his career to a halt. The 28-year-old Japanese qualifier beat Andy Murray on the second round. Overall, a great run for the qualifier, who, if you think about it, won 5 matches straight before losing to the 11th seed Sinner in 4 sets, taking into account the qualifying rounds. Sinner had a similarly easy time against Johnson from the United States, winning in straight sets. It will be interesting to see what the 20-year-old Italian has to offer this year. His game is one to be reckoned, and he seems to have a successful career ahead. If anyone can upset even the biggest names in the sport, is this young 10th ranked player in the world. Bautista Agut's run has been ended by number 20 seed Taylor Fritz. 33-year-old Spaniard Bautista Agut could not upset the young American, even though he was up 2 sets to 1 and Fritz was obviously dealing with cramps. Fritz broke Agut on the 4th set with incredible shot making. Fritz continued to physically dominate his opponent with an early break, and a solid win came with a score of 6-3 in the 5th set. The American is now enjoying the best performance of his career. Unfortunately for Fritz, he faces Greek tennis icon Tsitsipas. The number 4 seed has only dropped 2 sets, which were determined by tie breaks. One against Argentinian Sebastian Baez, Pierre, and the wild Frenchman. Tsitsipas has had a breezy road towards the 4th round, and I do not believe Fritz has a chance against him due to him not being physically 100%. It will be interesting to watch, as Fritz will definitely play his heart out. A big surprise came to me in the way Rublev has lost the 3rd round against Marian Cilic. The Russian power striker did not have enough weapons to respond to the Croatian's big forehands. Rublev was able to win the 3rd set, but Cilic's return of serve proved to be too much for the number 5 seed. Cilic is looking great on the court, moving fast and getting rewarded for taking big cuts at the ball, taking his chances and a lot of times ending the points early. Cilic might be another surprise this year, as he is hungry for a 2nd Grand Slam. Cilic has been fortunate with the draw, in my opinion, having faced 2 qualifiers and Rublev in the 3rd round puts him in a very good spot to face number 9 seed Felix Auger-Alliasime. The Canadian number 9, Auger-Alliasime, had a road to the 4th round that has been bumpy, to say the least. His first round was a fairly close 5-setter. His second round match against Alejandro Davidovich Fokina was decided in 4 back-to-back tie breaks. Definitely, Cilic has a great chance to upset the young Canadian, whose game is definitely one to be taken seriously. However, Cilic, in my opinion, will take the forecourt and push Auger-Alliasime back, going to the net often and putting pressure with his return of serve. I'm not rooting for either of them, but I am very much looking forward to watching this match. The one true wildcard of this tournament is Australia's very own Christopher O'Connell, making his best appearance in the 3rd round of this major. It would be the American Maxime Cressy who would end the Australians' wildcard recipient string of good luck. Cressy has been a great treat in this tournament due to his unconventional serve and volley style. I say that with some sarcasm, of course, as in my opinion, it is still a great strategy even at the elite level. The reason why serve and volley is such a rarity in the sport is not so black and white, and it's not so much that it's a losing strategy against baseliners. Rather, that the player who executes this maneuver must possess not only great volleys, but a smashing serve and aggressive returns of serve. Cressy fits the bill perfectly, and is the reason he's at the 4th round of this major tournament. I have a feeling that we'll be seeing more of this 24-year-old American serve and volleyer, giving the sport a fresh mix in playing styles. Cressy's style and game will not be enough, however, in my opinion, to upset the man in charge this year. Medvedev, the tournament's #1, Medvedev has only lost 1 set to Nick Kyrgios on the 2nd round, but other than that, it's been smooth cruising for the charismatic Russian. He faced Dutch van der Zandschulp on the 3rd round and had himself another day at the office. The roundness of Medvedev's game is overlooked in my opinion. There are really no evident weaknesses overall. When an opponent does something to rattle him, Daniil Medvedev comes up with an answer on the following point, leaving no doubt that there is no evident clink in the chain. And that concludes all that's been going on up until the 4th round of the Australian Open 2022. Thank you for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.